my beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is Gnome Creations, and I'm Nova, and I'm so happy to see you today. I have a little scoop for you, and I don't know if it's already been passed around the YouTube streets or not. You guys know I've been on vacation this last week, and so I haven't been watching YouTube videos. I got a lot of YouTube to catch up on. So this may have already been something that is well known. I don't know, but I wanted to make sure that you guys knew, and I wanted to show you guys my haul. So you guys remember how I recently did a Hobby Lobby yarn haul and was telling you guys how they were doing their clearance already. And normally they don't do this clearance until closer to summer, and it's kind of like June when they do it. And that this just kind of came out of nowhere. And that I heard from a lady working there that they were doing it because they were going to be reducing their yarn section. Well, turns out, I found out, they are actually doing more than reducing their yarn section. They are getting rid of a bunch of brands throughout the store. So it's actually not just yarn. And so I have here a little haul of just craft stuff. It's not yarn. I went back with my sister to see if they had marked down the rest of the yarn, because when I went, they had only had one side of one aisle marked down. And it had been a few days, so I was like, okay, let's see if it's marked down all the way now. And when they were here, so we just kind of popped over during vacation. They had not marked down any more yarn, but we were just kind of meandering around the store. The guys were looking at some paints and stuff because they were painting miniatures. And we were going to be doing some painting ourselves. So we were going to two different like sections. The miniature paint is with like the models. If you've ever seen like model airplanes and things like that, it's that type of supply. And then ours is just like craft paint. So we were just kind of meandering around while they did that, and we looked for stuff for us. And then we were like, there's a lot of clearance stickers in this aisle, and normally they put all their clearance stuff in the clearance sections. They don't just mark it down in the aisles. So we started going down more aisles, and we started realizing there's clearance stuff like mixed throughout all of these aisles. We ended up spending a lot of time in there and more money than we meant to, but we got quite the clearance haul. So if you are interested, I recommend just literally walking up and down the aisles. I don't know what all sections are included in it, but the craft sections were basically all having clearance, like a lot of clearance scattered throughout. So super fun and good deals. So I've got this bag here, and I am just going to start showing you guys some of the deals that you could probably find at your Hobby Lobby too. So I got this bag of Pom Poms, and they are like big fluffy Pom Poms. I don't have this size, and I got it for 62 cents instead of $2.49. So that is a great price. 62 cents, less than a good chunk less than you can spend at the Dollar Tree now that they're $1.25 even. So I was like, heck yes. I went a little crazy in the charms, because they had a lot of charms on clearance. So they had these fairy tale charms. These ones are little owls. Focus it for you. There you go. These were 99 cents, normally $3.99. And then I got these clips for $1.74, but normally $6.99. This was just, I actually think these are so cute. I'm very excited about wearing these. And actually, let's go ahead and pop one off and see how they are, because I just actually really liked these as something I would wear. So the clip is like this slide-on clip. It doesn't have like a thing that opens or anything. You just kind of stick your finger in between it and it sort of opens. And it is like strapped on. You can see like the clear bands that are holding it on. So that's good. It's not like hot glued on or something. This will probably look pretty silly, but I'm just going to slide it on my hair. Let me get a little chunk of hair and try sliding it on. You could probably use this for a lot of stuff. I don't even know if it's meant to be hair clips or not. It doesn't help that I can't see what I'm doing. But those are so cute. But that's what that looks like. And you can just slide it, just push it right on. And you could probably put this on a lot of stuff like bags or like as a decorative piece. I don't really have anything over here, but you could just slide this onto stuff. Super, super cool. Does it say what these are? What it considers them? Just says Poetic Spirit by Bead Treasure. And that's what it looks like. Super cute. I will probably be wearing those in like an upcoming video because yes. I got these little fairy beads for $1.49, normally $5.99, and I did pay a little bit more than I would normally pay for clearance items, like if I was just getting them because they were on clearance and I was going to find a use for them, because I do that with crafting a lot. But I actually just really liked some of these things. Like they were things that I would buy, that I would want normally looking at them, but wouldn't want to pay that price for them. But seeing this price, I was like, I will pay that for it. So I thought that was a good enough price. $1.49. I think that's definitely worth it. They are like translucent, like different shades of purple. Let me do this, and that's a little bit easier for you to see. And I'm planning on probably using these, at least some of them, in making some little plastic bracelets. There is this cord, and I believe it's called GIMP cord. According to some videos I was watching with my sister, we made some keychains out of it. I don't have the actual packaging for the cords, but I did take a picture of it. She bought some of the plastic cord stuff, and her and I were making keychains, but I'm thinking maybe putting some of those on. And I was actually going to do it with her, but we just had a lot of crafts and stuff, so we didn't get to all of them. But I'm thinking I'll put that on there and make some bracelets. And I will quickly pop in a picture right here to show you guys the cord and what the normal price is and what the clearance price is on it now. All right, so that is another thing that you can look for. I got this blue glitter, and it is like big chunks. It's called Flakes, actually, in the color of royal blue. I got it for 99 cents, normally $3.99. And 99 cents for this big thing of really pretty blue glitter. I was like, yes, I'm here for it. And I love glitter. This is one of those things that I will buy without a purpose for, because when I am crafting, I always want glitter. I will find a purpose for it. That's the thing about crafting supplies, at least for me. I don't typically go out and buy crafting supplies at full price, like, because I need them. What I do is I buy them when I find them on really good sales or really good clearance. And I buy them and I have them, and then they speak to me when I'm working on stuff. So I'll just kind of pull out what I'm looking at. I'll be like, okay, I'm making this thing, and I'll go in my drawers and I'll pull out all the things I think might possibly speak to me for this craft. And then I'll have them all sitting here, and I just kind of work on it, and I use what I want to use, and I have it sitting there to inspire me. I very rarely will go to the store and buy something full price because I need it. I don't like to do that. And I'm very good at being creative with what I have, so I don't have to do that very often. So that's the reason, if you're seeing this and you're like, this is like the most random assortment of things, I had some sort of feeling that I could use this for something, like an idea. So I got this for 15 cents. They are technically cord, what was it called? Cord adjusters? Yeah, cord adjusters, I believe, for making necklaces, or something to, like, I don't know, expand or retract. I'm not 100% sure. I'm actually going to look that up, because if that is what they are, that would actually be even cooler. But I got them because I thought they were beads, and they look like something that will work for the necklace that I'm planning on making with my dad as the inspiration. I told you guys I was planning on making a necklace in the style kind of that my dad used to make jewelry in. My dad used to make jewelry and dream catchers and all this stuff, so he had like a pretty distinctive style that he did. So I got also for that purpose these. These were 87 cents, normally $3.49. And they look like this. And they are totally right up his alley. Totally something visually that would look like something he would use. And I was like, hey, perfect, wooden beads. He definitely had a lot of wooden beads. And then I got these for 24 cents, and I'd actually been planning on getting these already. So there's a little bit of a story to these. So there's something that he used in his jewelry called buffalo bone beads. And they look like this, but a little bit more like yellowy than this like stark white. But see if my lighting, if I switch to a different lighting mode, if that looks a little bit better. Yeah, we'll do yellow lighting. So they're a little bit more yellowy than this, but that's what he used. He used these in a lot of things. And I actually didn't know that they were buffalo bone beads until I was doing research and going down the rabbit hole trying to figure out, trying to find these type of beads. But buffalo bone beads are expensive, and I didn't want to spend like a whole bunch of money trying to get all these different pieces, because overall I'm going to need quite a lot of supplies that are things that I don't normally have. And I didn't want to spend, like $50 trying to get the right beads. But then I saw these, which are called spaghetti beads. Probably like the third time that I was like looking around on the internet trying to find beads that were like the beads that he used. And I was like, these are close enough. These look in shape. They are exactly like the buffalo bone beads. So I was like, perfect. And they're only $1.47. And it was these exact ones at Hobby Lobby. And so I was telling my hubby that we needed to go because for $1.47, I was like, that's a great price, especially compared to the buffalo bone beads that I had been about to crumple and get. I was like, yes, $1.47 is amazing. I need to get some of these. And then I was going through and finding clearance, and I saw them for 24 cents, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are the exact beads I was planning on buying for $1.20 or $1.47 for 24 cents. So I was like, yes, I was so excited about that. And I also got some in black. Here they are. Also 24 cents. This was more of like the impulse buy. I didn't plan on getting them in black, but because they were 24 cents, I went ahead and got them in black also. And then back to some fairy stuff. I have no idea what I'm going to do with these. This is actually the one thing out of all this that I really don't know what I'm going to do with probably. But I just thought they were so cute. Normally $4.99, got it for $1.24. They're really dainty little flowers and like little flowers with leaves. And they're made out of beads. A lot of these will probably be incorporated into crochet as accessories. But they totally could be used for stitch markers as well. And I did get in my little my little Michael's clearance box, some of those like earring style, like hook style, things that people can use for stitch markers. So I might make some stitch markers too, who knows? But there were these little acorns. I thought they were so cute. I just really, really love all of the fairy tale stuff. I always see it and I always love it, but I never want to pay. They want so much money for them. This one is missing one, and it says like one piece missing. It was $1.24. This one was actually in the clearance section. Normally $4.99, but they've got sparkles inside of them. Do it like that. They have sparkles in them, like little fairy dust vials. And I love fairy dust vials. I think they're so cute. I have a fairy dust necklace with yellow dust in it. So I was like, these will be so perfect. They all have different sizes of like glitters in them and different shapes. Like some are stars, some are circles, some are hearts. So these will probably be incorporated into some sort of like fairy crochet projects. I got these two faux fur Pom Poms. Not really planning on using them for anything specific, but I thought that they would probably work well for hats, maybe gnome hats even. They were 87 cents, normally $2.79, so I grabbed a pack of these. I got this specifically with a gnome in mind, actually. It inspired me to make something that I've been needing to make, and I just haven't done yet, which is a galaxy gnome. If you guys noticed in my, like, what would you call it? My banner and all that, where I have, like, my themed, mascot. I'm not really sure what you'd call it, but my icon or whatever is a gnome, but it's not just a gnome. It's a galaxy themed gnome. And that's what Nova Gnome Creations has, is a galaxy themed gnome as its like mascot or icon or whatever. And I was like, I should totally make a galaxy themed gnome. And I thought this would be really cute on like the brim of the hat. I could have it go around the edge of the hat. But after getting it, I also realized that this is a bracelet. Like, it's already made into a bracelet. And I actually thought it was just like a strand of beads in my like quickly going through their clearance stuff. So I will probably wear it as a bracelet for a while until I end up making a gnome to go with it. And then I'll probably put it on there. So this was $1.49, normally $5.99. And I really, really love this. It is so pretty. It's got little galaxy pictures in each of the little windows, and then they're covered with glass or resin. Probably resin, if I had to guess. And then they have little metal backings. So I just thought this was gorgeous. Getting to the end here. This one was a little bit more expensive, but a really good price. Still, it was $8.99 originally, and I paid $2.49. It is antique copper colored wire, 20 gauge with 15 yards, and it is tarnish resistant. And I got this for amigurumi. I use wire in my amigurumi sometimes, and this was a good thickness that's pliable, that you can, you can shape with your hands. And wire is just expensive in general, so when I saw this for $2.49 in the clearance, I was like, yes, because this is normally $9, and it would make good wire for my amigurumi and for anything else that I decide to craft. That's the thing about buying crafting materials the way that I do. If I'm ever making anything that I need wire for, that will work perfectly, and I already have it. And then the last item I got was, I've been needing to get a 2023 calendar still, and they had a bunch of 2023 calendars on sale, or on clearance. This is normally $19.99, and I paid $4.99. So this is a $20 one. They also had $30 ones for $8.99. So these are like the really big fancy ones. They've got all the page dividers. They're very aesthetic, very pretty. They've got like the day-to-day breakdown sections as well as the monthly divisions. Let me switch to March since we're in March right now. So here's what the monthly divisions look like, where you can plan out your month, write down all that good stuff. This is what a lot of calendars have. But then they also have the day-to-day sections where you can get more detailed and write down more information than you can fit in those little boxes. So it's a planner, and you could even use it as a little journal if you wanted to. And then this is what the section divisions look like. They've got like pretty flowers, and then they've got little like planning your month boxes. So it says notes. It tells you what holidays are this month. So in June, there's Flag Day, Father's Day, Juneteenth, and Summer Solstice. You can write down special occasions, and you can write down birthdays, which June actually happens to be a busy month for birthdays. Both of my siblings have birthdays in June. But every month has like a different floral page, and I really like that. Just to give you a little example of what the different months' floral pages look like. And let's see. And if you look at the back side, some of them have quotes on them. So at least December's, it says, live life to the fullest on this side of December's. And then you flip it and you've got your little December planning station. And then at the back, there is a little notes section and a little folder that you can put things into right here. Little folder pocket. And there's one on this side as well. And that is what that looks like. And it says 2023 here. And here's kind of a little close-up of what you can expect. But yeah, they have a bunch of planners. So if you're like me and you still haven't gotten your planner for 2023, now is the time to go get one on a really good clearance. So that was my little clearance haul from Hobby Lobby. I also got some new slippers. I had the slippers that they have right now. They are gray with like rainbows on them. I actually already had them, and I wanted to pick up a new pair of them because then I can have them when, you know, I wanted to switch over because the other ones were worn out. I literally wear them all the time. And they were in the clearance for half off, so I went ahead and grabbed another pair of those. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in clearance right now. So what I found out from the lady at the register was that they are discontinuing a lot of brands, and that's why they're doing this clearance. So it's not like they're closing, it's not like anything negative, like, well, I mean, it's negative if you want these brands of items, but they will get other brands to replace them and things like that. They're not going to not have these items anymore. And then, like I had told you guys, what I heard about the yarn was that they're going to be selling Hobby Lobby brand yarn now, exclusively. They're not going to have the little bit of Lion brand, the little bit of Red Heart Super Saver. You know, they had a little bit of yarns mixed in that weren't their own brand, and they're going to switch over to just selling Hobby Lobby branded yarn, which is, I love this yarn. I love this cotton. I love, you know, all the I love yarns and the Yarn Bee yarns. And then, like I said, with the rest of it, they're just discontinuing certain brands, maybe certain items. So you'll see a lot of times the things that are marked down are like the same brands of items, and that just means that they're probably discontinuing that brand. So yeah, if you are interested, by the way, I had people commenting on my yarn haul video saying, oh, I went to Hobby Lobby and nothing was on sale. Just keep an eye out, keep checking back really frequently. They all know about it. They all find out at the same time that they have to do this, but they don't all roll it out at the same time. It can be over the course of a few weeks before your particular store gets around to doing it. But your store should be doing it. This is like a nationwide thing, so every store should be doing it. So just keep an eye out. You may be able to call and ask them, but not all stores are going to tell you over the phone about clearance stuff. They want you to go in. So you may have to go in and check. But that's what my store currently has going on, and I just wanted to share so you guys know and see what kind of cool stuff you can get, and know about, you know, the fact that they are discontinuing some of these brands. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this haul of crafty goodness, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you guys later. Bye!